day 72 consistency. Why stay where you hate? Sometimes we tell ourselves that, quitting doesn't make sense, and that the fear of, change is worse than the discomfort of changing. But the truth is, why are we staying where we hate? And often change is necessary, and that quitting is needed because it helps us grow. It helps us gain a sense of clarity because we're leaving those situations and those people that no longer serve us. And that discomfort, while in most scenarios is needed, it's not always a bad thing. Discomfort is a sign. It's a sign that something needs to change. But the difficult part is we need to learn how to detach. We need to learn how to let go of certain things, and knowing that when we let go of some things, it's making room for better things to come. And learning to not get stuck, not to stay where we hate and be in these situations, these environments, or with these people that drain us, that suck the life out of us, that we can't stand to be in that's around them or be in that environment anymore. And I think too many people stay in those situations and those relationships. They stay where they hate. They stay where they're not appreciated. They stay where they don't even want to wake up and go endure that work environment or that relationship or that person, when that's not how life's meant to be. And then we wonder why we're depressed and sad. We wonder why we hate our lives. We wonder why we, we walk around like zombies, like we have the life sucked out of us. But what do you expect when you go to a job that you don't even like? You hate it every day. You spend 8 to 10 hours of your day every day there. You don't like your coworkers, you don't like your boss, or you don't even like the work that you're doing. Or maybe you do like your coworkers, but you hate the job. It's sucking the life out of you. Your boss is always getting onto you. You got points, you got, all these things going on. You got wrote up, and all you do is complain about it, but you still stay there. So why are you putting yourself in that situation? Why are you staying somewhere that you hate, that you don't like being? Or maybe it's that toxic relationship, but you're too scared to change. You're too fearful of what the other side looks like, or you think that person is going to change. And, obviously some people can change, but most of the time, if it is a true toxic relationship, not much change is coming out of it. That means there's some form of physical or mental, emotional abuse, and that's stemming from a lot of other problems. So usually those types of environments and situations don't really change. So when do you, hate it enough to where you actually leave? Or when do you love yourself, love and value yourself enough to know that you need and deserve better, and to go and get better and go get what you want in a significant other? Or maybe it's even a friend, maybe it's a family member, but you let them suck the life out of you. You let them drain you and be energy drainers, and you don't set proper boundaries in order to have those thriving relationships. Or maybe you're not even setting boundaries at work, and you are letting your boss step all over you. Or maybe your communication styles are different, and you don't really understand, or they don't understand you, and that's just another problem. Or maybe it is time that you switch jobs, you go get something new, you step out on your own and you try to create your own business. I don't know, whatever your goals and dreams, or whatever's gonna wake you up and make you love what you do every day, make you love to strive, make you love to work. Because work is an honorable thing. Work is not necessarily a bad thing. It is, if you're a believer, it is a slight punishment. We're supposed to, eat by the sweat of our brow, which means we're going to work for our food. But you can have purpose in your work. You can love what you do, and you can show up and work integratively and diligently, and love what you do and the impact that you're making. But so many people are disconnected with their work. They don't see value in what they do. They don't see appreciation in what they do. They don't see, any purpose in it. So why are you staying there? Why do you stay where you hate? Why would you spend 40 plus hours of your week, 50 weeks a year, doing something you hate, that you're miserable doing? And same thing with the relationship. So you're going to stay in this relationship, work, eat, and sleep, go on vacation with people you hate, or in the vacation gets ruined because you argue. Like, why are you in these relationships? And maybe it's a family member. Obviously, if it's a friend or a relationship, you can always cut them off. Sometimes family members are a little bit sticky because you are blood, and you might be bound by, if you live in the same house or something like that. But after a certain age, 18, it's okay to cut family members off too. If it's not an equally yoked relationship where they're just draining you. Now, if it's somebody that needs your help, a kid or your parent, and like they literally have things affecting them, help them out. That's your burden to bear. There is a responsibility there. But if it's just a nagging person, it's okay to cut those people off. It's okay to love people and not be around them all the time. It's okay to love people and to distance yourself still. And any other situation, if you're in an environment where you feel like it's just draining you more than it's energizing you, that's a problem. And there are going to be times where you're stressed and you're going to be drained from jobs you do love and people you do love. There are positive stresses. There are positive things that drain you. That means you're purposefully living. That means you're doing something. That means you're exerting energy. And that's a good thing. It's when it's 100% draining you and mentally and stressing you out. And it's like you're emotionally and mentally drained, and like it's starting to affect your relationships and other aspects. You stop going to the gym. You stop, spending time with your kids because you're so drained, or you get home so late that they're already in bed. These are things to just consider and think about, and, start to love yourself enough to know that you deserve better situations, peoples, and environments, and, that you deserve it. And to just know that, at the end of the day, stop staying somewhere where you hate. And I hope you really take this to heart and, level up in your life. And I wish you peace and blessings on the journey.